Hey, what's up everyone, this is Pan5. After my last video, by the way, I made a couple of mistakes in that video, and a couple of people have pointed that out. One user, I forget the name, they point out that Calvin Coolidge is not actually from Ohio. Yeah, I should have fucking known that. And I think he thought I kind of took offense to that, which I didn't. I kind of put a joke in there, and at first he didn't get it, but I'm like, oh, I was just joking. No, it wasn't Coolidge, it was Warren G. Harding, and he's regarded as one of the worst fucking presidents ever. In fact, if I remember correctly, Stephen Colbert had a little bit about him in the book America the Book, which I had somewhere, but now I can't fucking find it. But he said, he was talking about Warren G. Harding, how he sucked. He said, Warren G. Harding was a worthless piece of shit. Fuck him. Thought that was a good way to sum it up. Also, McKinley, he was also an Ohio president, and he's regarded as pretty much fucking useless. I think the only reason Ohio people know who the fuck they are is because, well, they're from Ohio. But also, the True Puka pointed out something. I also said that, we pay into unemployment. He said, well, technically it's the employers, but, you know, I can see what you're saying. You know, yeah, I think the company I was with, our pay actually reflected that because it was construction. You were pretty much going to be laid off every fucking year. It's kind of painfully obvious when you can send an electrician out, which here in Ohio, I believe the minimum wage for an electrician is about $16.50 an hour. You can send them out to do a job that only takes an hour, and they charge $100, and, you know, there's profit, but I think also some of that goes into it. I think the pay is actually adjusted for that. Seems like it, because that's what I've heard, but, so I want to get that out of the way. Also, before I get onto the main subject, at this time I have another video that I have recorded already, and I think I'm going to upload. It's going to be kind of a review, actually a big review, and kind of a, talking about The Dark Knight Rises. I really want to wait because I want to make sure that people that really want to see it didn't have the temptation to watch my video, like if they don't watch some of the other people who have done reviews. So I do have a first part where it's spoiler free and I just kind of say my general thoughts about it, and then I have a second part, and it's a pretty long video. It's about I think about 25 minutes, and that's before edits, so probably about 24 minutes. So I have that. I don't know in which order I'm going to upload this, but as you can tell, this is going to be another video about Mitt Romney. It's getting closer to election season, so people are probably going to be talking more and more about politics, myself included. Now, first off, I am voting for Obama. I took the political test, like I linked in my last video, and I agree more with Obama, so I'm voting for him. Yeah, I've been disappointed in him, and I've bitched about him. However, I think I'm going to bitch about any fucking president, whether I think they're doing a great job overall or not. We all have, I mean, I think Bill Clinton, he was a fucking hypocrite. You know, he was smoking cigars while at the same time attacking the tobacco industry. Who the fuck do you think makes those? Unless they're Cubans, you know, most of the time it's going to be American or maybe some other company, but that's still a tobacco company. That's hypocritical as fuck. So yeah, that's bullshit. And there are a few other things that other presidents or senators have done, and I disagree with that. That being said, you're never going to agree with someone 100% of the fucking time. You're not going to be able to take the attributes of about 5 candidates, combine the best ones into one, and get some kind of super candidate, have them, you know, do the fusion dance or whatever, and that's your candidate. It's not going to happen. So yeah, we're going to bitch, and I think that's fucking great. You know, I think that's fine. That's one of our freedoms. But I have done a video about this subject and a couple of other topics, but it was like 45 minutes, and I thought, I watched it back, and I got way too fucking pissed off. I got way too heated, so I'm not going to upload that. In fact, I've deleted it. I kind of want to take this list that I have, and I'd much rather just get through the fucker and not get as pissed off. So, I've seen this list popping up over Facebook and discussion boards, which, for the record, I really don't visit Facebook much, nor discussion boards, so to me that says something. But this is the list of, and of course it's kind of being cheeky with this, top 10 reasons to dislike Mitt Romney. So let's go through this. I'm going to read it first, then give my kind of like little rebuttal. Number 1, drop dead, collar ad, handsome with gracious, statesman-like aura. Looks like every central casting's #1 choice for commander-in-chief. Okay. His looks. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess he's a good-looking guy. Yeah, he looks like he could be president in a fucking movie, but Morgan Freeman played the president in, what was that, Deep Impact, so who fucking cares? And why is it that you bring up his looks? Why is that? Okay, what is the big glaring difference between Mitt Romney and Obama. So what, Obama doesn't look like he's president? Why not? Just thought I'd throw that in there. You know, I don't mean to play the fucking race card, but it's kind of weird. Number 2, been married. Been married. Okay, what is with people on the internet not using complete fucking sentences? Anyhow, and I know when I talk, I may not sound that great, but at least when I type shit out, I can fucking write like a normal person. Been married to one woman his entire life and has been faithful to her, including through her bouts with breast cancer and MS. Okay, breast cancer and MS. Okay, well, cancer. Okay, so what are you talking about? Are you talking about John Edwards? Well, what if Newt Gingrich would have gotten the nomination? He left one of his fucking wives when, you know, she was going through cancer. She was going through the treatment. And not only that, if he had gotten that, would you have been so fucking concerned about being married to one woman? And beyond that, has been faithful to her that we know of. People thought Herman Cain had been fucking faithful to his wife. All that shit was coming out about him. So, yeah, to the best of our knowledge, yeah. And I'm not going to say, let's assume that the motherfuckers had an affair, but we don't know. We don't know that shit. But then again, there are many other people. They've been married to one person their entire life. So that's really something that we need to be concerned about. Al Franken, married to one fucking woman, to the best of our knowledge, hasn't cheated. And this thing, MS? Okay, so what? So she had a monkey scrotum. Sorry, Family Guy reference. Number 3, no scandals or skeletons in his closet. How boring is that? Okay, again, that we know of. Herman Cain, you know, we didn't know he had any fucking skeletons in his closet, and that's what it is. It's shit that you want to keep hidden. Sometimes shit comes out. The whole Monica Lewinsky thing. Okay, that came out. But before that, no one fucking knew about it, did they? No. And scandals, there's, you know, the elephant in the fucking room there with his money. You know, he doesn't want to release his tax returns. He's released the one from 2010. But, and I believe that comes up later, if I'm not mistaken. But if not, I'll just bring it up later. Sorry. Number 4, can't speak in a fake southern black preacher voice when necessary. I don't even know what the fuck that is supposed to mean. I don't get that. Did you just have to throw something in there to make it 10? You don't want to make it 9? That seems a little too uneven. Let's throw something in there. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't get it. At all. I really do not. I'm drawing a fucking blank. Now that's rare for me. Number 5, highly intelligent. Graduated cum laude from both Harvard Law School and Harvard Business School. And by the way, his academic records are not sealed. Okay, he's highly intelligent. We've had a lot of presidents who were highly intelligent. We've had a lot who weren't. And it's funny because why does intelligence all of a sudden come into the fucking picture? I guarantee you, most of the motherfuckers who are going to vote for Mitt Romney, they voted for Bush. He was a fucking retard, okay? He was dumb as fuck. You could tell from his speeches. And not only that, Bill Clinton, he was highly intelligent. I've heard somewhere, and it's kind of hard to find sources to back this up, but some people, they were trying to get a list together of the most intelligent presidents. And according to their findings, like the way they spoke in public, the way they, you know, spoke during their speeches, number 2 was Bill Clinton. Number 1 was Richard Nixon. And I think Nixon gets beat up on a little bit too much. Yeah, he was an asshole, but I don't think he was the worst, and he shouldn't be regarded as the fucking worst. But, okay, he graduated from Harvard Law School. So did Bush. And Yale. And Obama, he went to Harvard. But Clinton, he went to fucking Oxford. Which, in my opinion, is a lot more fucking prestigious. And he got a scholarship. He didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth. He worked his fucking ass off. He was just very intelligent. He got that on his own. Mitt Romney, on the other hand, which does come up later, I know that for a fact, he came from a rich fucking family. Number 6, doesn't smoke or drink alcohol and has never done drugs, not even in the counterculture age when he went to college. Too square for today's America? Okay, doesn't smoke or drink alcohol. Neither did Hitler. Who gives a fuck? That means something? So what, you're saying that if you smoke or drink, you're a bad person? Okay, smokers, the people who post this, because I know of one in particular, so does that mean you're a bad person? Who gives a fuck what he does? If he's in the Oval Office doing his fucking job without smoking or drinking, that's fine. Or if he goes out to take a smoke break, I don't give a fuck. The fuck does that have to do with anything? And he's never done drugs. Okay, who gives a shit? There are plenty of other people who haven't either. A lot of Muslims don't drink or do drugs. Some of them smoke, but are you going to vote for them? Jesus fucking Christ. And too square for America's standard? Okay. No, it's just saying, okay, well, yeah, these people, they did it in the past. Who cares? Obama, he admitted, yeah, I did drugs. I inhaled. Yeah, that was the fucking point. Who cares? The fuck does that have to do with anything? The fuck does that have to do with their policies? You know, in fact, I think Obama saying, yeah, I smoked pot in the past, means more to me than Mitt Romney never doing drugs, especially considering the fact that he's against medical marijuana, period. He's against it. And this one guy even called him out. If I can find the video, I'll fucking link it. He told this guy, who's all fucked up, I forget what disease he had, but medical marijuana is the only thing that works. But Romney wants to illegalize that. And he said, oh, well, there are alternatives. No, they don't work. They make me sick. I cannot use them. I have to use marijuana. Well, there are other things. No, shut him down. What the fuck does that say? And not only that, but what, is he going to increase the drug war? Conservatives, especially, should know that that is a waste of fucking money. Of course, liberals say, yeah, it's a waste of fucking money. It's a waste of time. Who gives a fuck what people do with their own free time? As long as they're not out driving while high, then who cares? It's their own fucking bodies. Number 7, represents an America of yesterday where people believed in God, went to church, didn't screw around, worked hard, and became a success. Okay, first off, assholes. An America of yesterday, why do you want that? You want to go to the past? You don't want to go to the future. You don't want to look at things like, okay, things are changing. A lot of times, it's for the better. You know, gays have more rights. You know, blacks have civil fucking rights. They have rights guaranteed to them. That you cannot discriminate based on this, but you want to go back to yesterday when people believed in God, went to church. Okay, most of the founding fathers weren't that religious. Some of them, yeah, they were Christian, but a lot of them were deists, and some of them could be considered atheists for their fucking time. A lot of them spoke out against church. So this is fucking bullshit. Didn't screw around. What the fuck does that mean? Of course, people screw around. You know what, am I just supposed to work my ass off, get money, and then I'm old? It's time to fucking retire. No, I want to have some fucking fun. And I'm not talking about doing drugs, because I don't. I smoke and I drink, but that's it. I don't fuck around with other shit. Worked hard, yeah, because they had to, because shit was a lot harder back then. It's easier now. There's that saying, work smart, not hard, but whatever. It became a success, yeah. Oh, yeah, because the economy was fucking booming back in the day, wasn't it? People just had tons of money. They could just blow whatever money they wanted. Actually, no. They didn't. Things, I think, are better now. Number 8, has a family of 5 great sons, who probably do blow. And none of them have police records or in drug rehab. But of course, they were raised by a stay-at-home mom that choice deserves America, and that choice, sorry, they fucked up this, and that choice deserves America's scorn. Okay, has 5 great sons, fine, who gives a shit? Okay, I'm not a bad guy. I don't fuck people over. My dad has 2 great sons. We don't do anything bad. Does that mean that he should run for president? And none of them have police records. Okay, well, Bush's daughters, again, I'll bring up Bush. And one thing is, I know a lot of the conservatives, like, why do you always bring up Bush? Because when Bush was in office, what did the conservatives do? Everything that happened, everything bad, blame Clinton. Didn't they do that? Yes, I remember this shit. In drug rehab, well, George Bush, again, he was an alcoholic. There you go. And plus he did cocaine. They were raised by a stay-at-home mom, yeah, who had a rich husband. She could go out and do whatever she wanted. And that's one thing that conservatives like, no, they didn't have a lot of nannies. Yeah, they did. In fact, the 2010 tax returns, the only ones that they've released, said they had 5 fucking housekeepers. You really don't think they had nannies? Bullshit. Especially when they had all these, you know, fancy horses and shit. You really don't think she was going out whenever she felt too stressed out. And you know what? Yeah, that's great. But then again, that doesn't mean shit. She didn't have to experience the same shit that other stay-at-home moms did. They have to really stay at home, work their asses off, and they don't get a fucking break. They don't have a husband that makes millions of dollars. So, I'm not scorning her for that. That's fine. But then again, it's like, why are the Republicans always like, well, people need to work. Well, what if you're a stay-at-home mom? Well, yeah, you need to get a fucking job. Mitt Romney even said that. Number 9. Oh, yes, he's a Mormon. We need to be very afraid of that very strange religion that teaches its members to be clean living, patriotic, fiscally conservative, charitable, self-reliant, and honest. Okay, well, first off, to the people who are reposting this, if you're not Mormon, are you going to become one? Because it sounds pretty fucking great right there. I mean, you already kind of believe in the same shit, right? God, Jesus, Satan, all that. And also, I think it's funny. We need to be very afraid of that very strange religion. I'm not afraid of it. I think it's batshit insane, just like every other goddamn religion. But what is with the anti-Muslim shit? That's still pretty prevalent. And what about atheists? I know it's not a religion, but it can be a belief system. It doesn't have to be, and I've covered that already. Why are they so afraid of atheists? And teaches its members to be clean living. Okay, some other religions do too. Patriotic, yeah, because that bullshit would... Oh, the Native Americans are a lost tribe of Israel. They're not. Fiscally conservative. Okay, well, that kind of goes against Christianity, where Christ said, you know, give your shit away. Help the poor. This life really means nothing. This is a test. Help the people who fucking need help. Even though they believe in Jesus. But charitable. Okay, well, that's not really fiscally conservative, is it? Whatever. Self-reliance. Okay, well, I thought with this whole God thing, it's like, well, this life doesn't matter. Again, so what, are you speaking out of both sides of your fucking mouths on that one? Saying, oh, well, we need to be self-reliant, but God's gonna help you. Okay, then don't fucking pray. At all. For anything. Unless it's just like, hey, God, thanks. I appreciate the life you gave me. And honest. Okay, well, I'm an honest person. I'm brutally fucking honest. So who cares? I don't need a religion to teach me that. Number 10. And one more point. Pundits say because of his wealth, he can't relate to ordinary Americans. I guess that's because he made that money himself, as opposed to marrying it. You can marry money. Or inheriting it from dad. Apparently, he didn't understand that actually working at a job and earning your own money made you unrelatable to Americans. Okay. And then the last one. My goodness, it's a strange world, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, he doesn't relate. I've been trying to wrap my fucking mind around this one because it's so fucking either ignorant or fucking intellectually dishonest. Because the thing is, did he work? Yeah, he did. I mean, he... exploited people to get that. He closed factories, and he made money. He fucked people out of their jobs, and they made money. Well, what are these fuckers supposed to do? Well, they need to fucking feed their families, or even just themselves. They can't just fucking do that. A lot of people don't have money to just put away, like, well, in case I get laid off next week, I have, like, $3 million that I'll be fine for a while until I get another job. No. I work, and I think I work pretty fucking hard, but I have to pay bills. And also... there's the really big one. He didn't marry into money. Well, okay, his wife did. And he didn't inherit it from dad. Okay, well, yeah, he grew up in a wealthy fucking family. Do the people who post this not look him up? Do they just assume that, yeah, this is true? Yeah, that has to be true, right? It's the same as when I told people that George Bush was a male cheerleader. No, that can't be true. Look it up. No, you're making that shit up. That's probably from the Gore campaign or the Kerry campaign. No, it's true. It's been talked about. There are pictures. But the thing is, like, yeah, we do work fucking hard. And I find it funny that conservatives, these types of conservatives, not the real ones, they always talk about how Republicans, they love the working class and it's the liberals that hate them. Okay, well, what about that? It's like, oh yeah, if you just work hard, you could be like me. Herman Cain. I want everyone to be a millionaire. Oh yeah, that's gonna fucking happen. That's gonna fucking happen, isn't it? Fucking idiot. It may happen rarely. It does happen sometimes. But, Mitt Romney, he doesn't care. Does he give a ton of money to charity? No, he wants to hide his fucking money. Which I can understand that to a certain extent, but it's like, okay, you're a fucking American. You take advantage of the programs we have. Of the system that we have. And then you're going to turn around and keep that shit into... you're going to put it into accounts where you don't have to pay any taxes on it? That's fucking bullshit. And it's not just a problem with rich people or businessmen. Bill Gates gave up a ton of fucking money. He could have been making a lot more fucking money, but he decided, no, I have enough. I'm going to start doing my charity work. That's fucking great. A guy I've mentioned plenty of fucking times, Nikola Tesla. I forget how much they said. He would have been a billionaire by the time he died if he would have, kept asking for the money for amp hours from, I believe it was Westinghouse. He didn't do it. Westinghouse, like, they were kind of losing business and they were kind of losing money, so he's like, don't worry about it. He was more concerned about helping people. You know, he wanted to give free power to the entire fucking planet. Not, you know, so he could make money. No, because he thought it was the right thing to do. Which, by the way, he was a Christian too. Which I know some people don't consider Mormonism Christianity, which, I don't know. I'm not a Christian, so I can't really make that determination. It's not really up to me, but what the fuck? You know, not once in any of any of those 10 fucking things, did they give you a reason why to vote for Romney. They say, well, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. No, not fucking once. Probably because if you show people, here's what this motherfucker actually wants to do, people are going to be like, that's fucking bullshit. They have to be dishonest. I just saw a fucking ad from the Romney campaign about the NAACP. They had people that already supported Romney that were black, and they try to make it look at, oh yeah, see, the NAACP, they're all for Romney. No, they weren't. They weren't. They booed him a few times. I believe it was 4. So, no. I'm sorry. They have to be fucking dishonest. But god damn, it's like, do people look this shit up? Or do they think? Do they think about it at all? I'm guessing no. They hate Obama so fucking much that they would just much rather have someone who's a million times fucking worse than have Obama again. And I brought it before. It took Clinton 2 fucking terms to fix the shit that Reagan fucked up. Because Reagan fucked up a lot of shit. I read a figure, and I'll try to find the link, that under Reaganomics, unemployment was like 10.5%. That's worse than fucking Obama right now. So, yeah, it just, like I said, it's this partisan bullshit. They don't look at the issues. They don't read about what they say. They just say, no, Obama sucks. Obamacare, that's fucking socialism. It's not. But they think it is. And I've mentioned before, that one guy I talked to, I don't even know what socialism is. Then why the fuck do you watch Fox News? And then when he was talking, oh, well, I think this is good. I think I'd rather have this. That's fucking socialism. He wants a single-payer system. But no, he's going to vote for Romney. He can't vote for Obama. Why? Well, because he's too fucking partisan. And I've said before, had John McCain been the John McCain he was in 2000, and he had not picked Sarah Palin, which, by the way, I read something, it was funny. John McCain's campaign picked picked Sarah Palin over Mitt Romney for the VP candidacy. Think about that. But if John McCain would have been the McCain of 2000, you know, he would have been, you know, fiscally conservative, but, you know, pretty socially liberal. You know, he was open-minded. He was like, yeah, I'd consider that. Or, yeah, I think this is good. I think that's fair. And he would have had a decent VP. I probably would have voted for him over Obama. I thought Obama was just hope, change. Okay, well, we didn't get a whole lot of hope and change. I mean, especially consider the fact that people's hope meters fucking ran out like 2 days after he got in office. The economy sucks. Why don't I have a job yet? I'm not a millionaire by this time. And then after 4 years, he hasn't fixed everything. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of shit that got fucked up. And the change, well, yeah, I mean, Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed. He killed Bin Laden. Some kind of fucking healthcare was passed. It was upheld. I mean, I think it sucks. But nonetheless, it was some kind of fucking change. He actually did something. He supports gay rights. Where the fuck are people getting this shit that Obama sucks so goddamn bad? I mean, if you disagree with certain things, that's fine. And if you know, look into them and you still don't agree, that's fucking fine too. But at least look into Romney. You know, whatever. This is a bad 5, and I'll see you guys next video.